Have you ever felt like school exams are killing you? That your head is about to explode, your heart is pounding, and your life is over? Relax. In the movie I'm about to review, if you get a low grade, they will actually inject you with poison and send you to the other side. Earth, the future. Everything we love. The ice has melted. Cities are flooded. People are multiplying like cockroaches in a dirty kitchen. There is no food, no space, and not much oxygen either. And what are the smart people in the government doing? Building spaceships? Inventing new farms? Yes, of course. They just decided to get rid of the excess. In the US, for example, they came up with a brilliant scheme. Every year, all school children take a test. Pass, well done. Live, eat your rations. Fail, welcome to euthanasia. Meet Lena Michaels. The girl is a genius. She has been passing these tests with flying colors since first grade. But she needs to make a living, and her mother is in the hospital and eating up the family budget faster than inflation is rising. So Lena is involved in fraud. She sells cheat sheets. And here is the second hero, Blake Redding. A typical rich guy, but he is suffering. The thing is, a year ago, his girlfriend Ellie was dumped after an exam. Blake now hates his father, the system, and everything around him. Then there's Callan. The guy hacks into school cameras, steals compromising material, and passes it on to journalists. D-Day arrives. Tomorrow is the exam. Everyone is nervous. Meanwhile, Blake wants to take revenge on his father, the governor. His father is running for president and needs an impeccable reputation. So Blake decides, I'm going to fail the exam on purpose. Exam day. The atmosphere is like a bunker. Security, searches, nervous ticks. The test is taken on tablets. Lena types out the answers at machine gun speed. She's a genius, remember. And Blake? Blake sits and presses buttons at random, or chooses the most stupid options. He is sure that they will come for him now. Time is running out. The system announces the losers. Those who failed are taken away by security guards. And then, something unexpected happens. Blake is waiting to be arrested. He has already prepared a heroic grimace. But his name is not on the list of doomed students. Instead, there is Lena. Lena is in shock. The teacher is in shock. The guards drag the girl into the death corridor. The teacher, Miss Birch, realizes that something is wrong. She manages to pass Lena her keycard. But what about Blake? Did he pass? Yes, of course. His father, the governor, intervened. He ordered Mason King to falsify the database. Blake and Lena's results were simply swapped. The governor decided it was better for some smart little punk to die than for his stupid son to ruin his election. Politics is a dirty business, ladies and gentlemen. Lena is dragged away for procedures. They are undressed, washed, and dressed in hospital pajamas. It's like a conveyor belt at a slaughterhouse. Meanwhile, Blake realizes that his plan has failed. His father saved him. How annoying. The boy decides to take action. He heads to the electrical room. If he can't die himself, at least he'll cause chaos. He cuts off the electricity. The school is plunged into darkness. The magnetic locks on the handcuffs are disabled. Panic, screaming, and running around begin. Lena, not being stupid, uses the teacher's key and runs away. The guards are furious. Mason King shouts into his walkie-talkie. Blake finds Lena. Where to run? Into the ventilation system, of course. It's a sacred rule of all action movies. If you're being chased, crawl into a dirty, narrow pipe. They crawl, suffocating. Lena wants to get to the bottom of the truth. She needs to get to the server room to see her real grades. Meanwhile, the news is already trumpeting. Crazy schoolgirl fails test and causes riots. The governor is working ahead of the curve. People believe it. The school is in chaos. Teachers are being tested for loyalty. Miss Birch, who gave Lena the key, frames her colleague, the nasty pervert Mr. Glass. She steals his pass. As a result, security thinks Glass helped the fugitive. Our heroes encounter a problem in the ventilation system. Lena drops the key. Oh my god. They have to go down to the chemistry lab to make a magnetic fishing rod. The action intensifies. They are spotted. Blake suddenly goes into Rambo mode, knocks out the guard, and changes into his uniform. Lena crawls back into the shaft. She makes it to the server room. Lena logs into the system. The moment of truth. Her result is 98%. Almost perfect. Blake's result is 15%. 15, Carl. Even a monkey could do better. But the system shows a checkmark for pass, and next to Lena's name, fail. That's justice for you. It turns out that Ellie, Blake's girlfriend, also got a high score a year ago, but still failed. The system doesn't just kill the stupid, it gets rid of the unwanted or accidental. Lena takes screenshots of this disgrace and sends them to Callan. He immediately contacts the media. Sensation. A bombshell. The governor is a fraud. The lights come on at the school. Mason King sees Lena on the cameras. He runs to the server room, spitting saliva. Blake, dressed as a guard, tries to put on a show in front of another group of guards, like, "I'm one of you, I'm leading the prisoners." It doesn't work. He is arrested. Lane is caught too. They are dragged back to death row. They are seated on chairs. The needles are ready. The governor watches the news. His ratings skyrocket. The whole world knows that his son is an idiot and he himself is corrupt. Mason calls him. "Boss, what should we do? Start the selection process or what?" The governor is faced with a choice. Save his son and go to prison, or sacrifice his son but preserve his reputation as a man of honor. Guess what the politician will choose? That's right, power. He gives the order. Restore the original results. This means that Lena is free. And Blake, well, 15% is 15%. The system recalculates the lists. The guards release Lena. She kisses Blake in tears. Drama, tears, goodbyes. Blake is put in the electric chair. Next to him are a couple of other rich kids who have been getting away with punishment for years. Now their daddy's money won't help them. The needles go into his veins. Blake closes his eyes. Darkness. Lena goes out into the street. The governor appears on television. He gives an Oscar-worthy speech. "I didn't know. It was all that evil security chief Mason King. He set me up. But I, as an honest man, let the law take its course. My son died, just like all the other students with failing grades. Vote for me." People cry with emotion. What an honest leader. He sacrificed his own flesh and blood to uphold the rules. Is the truck with the students' bodies going to the dump? No. It pulls into some kind of hangar. The bodies are unloaded into an elevator. The elevator descends deep, deep down. Blake opens his eyes.
He's alive! There was no poison. It was a sleeping pill.
He gets up and looks around. A huge underground workshop. Hundreds of dead children in identical robes are sitting at tables. Blake walks through the workshop and sees Ellie, his ex-girlfriend. That's where the movie ends.